Ancient Greek news with Leilani Roman and Alia Bay.
And now for the Greek headlines.
We are still celebrating that almost 100 years ago, ancient Greece became a democracy.
Year 505 was a big one for Greece.
Almost as big as the Persian War, where Athens and Sparta joined together to fight for independence against Persia.
Ah, the power of teamwork. The last headline we have for today is Plato started his first school.
Now to Kayla with the weather.
Welcome to the weather with Kaylani Caruso. People in southern Greece, there's a chance of a storm. The god Aeolus is bringing cold wind your way, so wear your warmest cloak. People in northern Greece, bring out your winter cloak. The god Boreas is bringing cold wind and light snow, so pull out your mittens because winter is approaching fast. Back to you, Leilani and Alia.
And we're back to talk about sports.
The Greek Olympics started again this year.
It will last 5 whole days
of boxing, running, wrestling, and throwing.
But first, we must start with a prayer.
Dona nobis pacem pacem, dona nobis pacem pacem.
Let the games begin!
At the end of the games, the winner will be crowned with an olive branch.
Not a woman, of course.
Now back to Kayla with interviews from our beloved characters Antigone and Creon.
Thank you, Leilani. Here we are with the main character of Antigone, Antigone herself.
Thank you.
So Antigone, tell us, why did you risk so much to bury your brother?
But I will bury him, and if I must die, I say that this crime is holy. I shall lie down with him in his death, and I shall be as dear to him as he was to me. It is the dead, not the living, who made the longest demands. We die forever.
That's right, we really do. And how do you feel about Creon's decree to kill you?
I knew I must die, even without your decree. I'm only mortal, and if I must die now before it is my time to die, surely this is no hardship. Can anyone living as I live, with evil all about me, think death less than a friend? This death of mine is of no importance.
Well, that's all the time we have, Antigone. Thank you for coming. Now our next guest, Creon of Thebes. So here we are with Creon of Thebes. I have to say, Creon, I'm a big fan.
Thank you.
So, Creon, what made you make the decree against Polynices?
That is why I made the following decision concerning the son of Oedipus, Polynices, who broke his exile to come back with fire and sword against his city and the shrines of his father's god, whose the idea was to spill the blood of his blood and sell his own people to slavery.
Wow, that's some insight. How do you feel about your decision to kill Antigone?
My own blind heart has brought me from darkness to final darkness. Here you see the father murdering the murdered son, and all my civic wisdoms. Haemon, my son, so young to die. I was the fool, not you. And you died for me. This truth is hard to bear. Surely a god has crushed me beneath the hugest weights of heaven and driven me a headlong, a barbaric way to trample out the thing held most dear, the pains that men will take to come to pain.
So you would say yes, you do regret your decision?
Yes.
Thank you, Creon. That's all the time we have.
This video is sponsored by Gladiator Shoes.
Feel like a gladiator in your new gladiator shoes.
And that's all we have. Tune in next week for some more Greek news.